Hello friends, in this lecture we are going to go for delta to star transformation. So we will be first studying how to derive the delta to star transformation equations. Okay, so remember that why we are studying this delta to star transformation is in many examples or in many circuits we need to simplify that circuit. So for the simplification of the circuit we need to use delta to star transformation. Okay, so let us draw the circuit diagrams for delta and star networks. Okay, so this is nothing but a delta network. Okay, and let us draw the star network. Okay, so let us mark the points as A, B and C. Okay, let us mark R1, R2 and R3. Fine. Let us say this terminal is also A, this is as B and this one as C. Okay, let us mark these resistors as RA, RB, RC. So this is the figure of delta network. And this is the figure of star. Sometimes it is also called as Y network. These two circuits are said to be equal if their respective resistances present between the terminals are same. Okay, so the resistance, these two networks are said to be equal if the respective resistances present between, let us say, RAB of delta is equals to RAB of star. Similarly, if the resistance present between RBC is equal to RBC of Y. Okay. Similarly, if the resistor present between AC terminal of delta network is equal to the resistance of resistance present between AC terminal of Y network. Okay, so let us find out their resistances. So remember that means if RAB of delta is equals to RBC of if RAB of delta is equals to RAB of Y, then we can say that these two networks are equal. Okay, so for that purpose let us find out RAB of delta. So let us find out RAB of delta. Okay, so let us modify this circuit in such a way that we can easily find out resistance present between terminal A and B. Okay, so in A and B terminal there is R2 resistor. Okay, and the rest of other two resistors are like this. So over here there is a C point, right? So here R1 and R3. So in this case these two resistors are assumed to be connected in series combination, and that series combination is parallel with R2. Okay, so RAB of delta RAB of delta network is equals to R1 plus R3. This is nothing but a series combination, that is R1 plus R3 is the series combination, and that series combination is in parallel with R2. Are you getting it? So R1 plus R3 parallel with R2. Okay, so you know that parallel combination is multiplication of resistances divided by their addition, right? So let us multiply this with R2 and let us add these two resistors. Okay, so let us multiply by R2 inside the bracket. Therefore, R1 into R2 plus R2 into R3. Are you getting it? So divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Is that fine? So this is the resistance which is present in between terminal A and B of delta network. Is that fine? So similarly, let us find out the resistance present between B and C terminal. Okay, so let us find out the resistance present between B and C terminal of delta network. So RBC of delta is equals to, okay, again over here you just pay attention over here. Now let us say this is B and C point. Okay, fine. So this point we have taken like this, and the rest of other two resistors will be like this one. Is this fine? Is this fine? So this is your A terminal. Okay, over here there is R2, and over here there is R1, and here it is R3. Fine. So what is the equivalent resistance present between B and C terminal of delta? It is a parallel combination of series of R1 and R2 with parallel with R3, right? So series combination of R1 and R2 will be in parallel with R3. Are you getting it? Okay, so R1 plus R2 into R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Is it fine? Again simplify this by multiplying R3 inside the bracket. R1 R3 plus R2 R3. Isn't it? Divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay. Now find out resistance present between A and C terminal of delta. In similar manner, let us consider A and C. Okay, let us consider A and C. So let us consider this as A and C, and the resistance present between A and C is what? R1, right? And the other two resistors are, let us say this is B point. So the resistance present between A and B point is nothing but what? R2. And the resistance present between B and C is R3. So now in this case, the series combination of R2 R3 will be parallel with R1. Are you getting it? Okay, so let us write it over here. Series combination of R2 and R3 will be in parallel with R1. Okay, so R2 plus R3 multiplied with R1 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Isn't it? Simplify this by multiplying by R1. Okay, now remember this. Okay, great. Now similarly, let us find out the equivalent resistances present between terminals AB, BC and CA for star network. Okay, so concentrate over here. Now let us find out equivalent resistance present between terminals A and B of star network. Is that fine? So RAB of Y. So in that case, C is not considered. So what is the total resistance present between A and B terminal? It is simply a series combination of these two resistors, right? So in that case, RA plus RB will be the equivalent resistance present between terminal A and B. Understood? Similarly, in case of the resistance present between B and C terminal will be what? It will be the series combination of this resistor and this resistor. That means RBC of Y will be RB plus RC. Series combination means simply addition, right? In a similar manner, if we want to find out the resistance present between AC terminal of star, then in that case, these two resistance will be added together because they are in series in that case. Okay. So remember that in case of star network, the resistors are in series. Okay. So RAB of star network or Y network is RAB of Y network is simply RA plus RB. Is that fine? Then RBC of star network or Y network is RB plus RC. And similarly, RAC will be RA plus RC. Now remember the condition of equivalency of the network. What is the condition? These two networks are said to be equal if their respective resistances present between the corresponding terminals are equal. That means if RAB of delta is equal to RAB of Y, then that is possible. Okay, that means RAB of delta must be equal to RAB of Y. RBC of delta must be equal to RBC of Y. Similarly, RAC must be equal to RAC of Y. Okay, so let us equate them. RAB of delta must be equal to RAB of Y. This is the condition, right? So let us write RAB of delta. RAB of delta is what? It is R1 R2 plus R2 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3 is equals to RA plus RB, isn't it? Let us say this is equation number 1, right? Similarly, RBC of delta must be equal to RBC of Y. Okay, so RBC of delta is nothing but R1 R3 plus R2 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3 is equals to RB plus RC. Mark this as equation number 2. Is this okay? Now, in a similar manner, RAC must be equal to RAC of Y. So, RAC of delta must be equal to RCA or AC is one and same of Y, right? So, RAC of delta is nothing but R1 R2 plus R1 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3 is equals to RA plus RC. Now the next step is very important. Now we want to find out RA in terms of R1, R2 and R3. Okay, so that is our task. So we need to find out RA equation, RB equation and RC equation, because we are converting delta to star. That means this network we are converting in terms of RA, RB and RC, that is star network. Okay, that is star network. So delta network we are converting in terms of star network. Is that fine? So we must get equation of RA, RB and RC in terms of R1, R2 and R3, so that if there is a circuit, if there is a delta circuit, then we can convert that into star network, right? Okay, so our intention is to find out RA, RB and RC. Is it fine? So how to find out RA? Suppose if we add equation number 1 and equation number 3, what is going to happen? Let us concentrate on right hand side first. We will be getting 2 times RA, right? But 2 extra terms are also there, RB and RC. How we can cancel out this? So if I am going to subtract equation number 2 from this added equation number 1 and 3, then we can get only RA term. Okay, so right now our interested area is nothing but what? We want to find out only, or we must get only RA term at the one end of our equation. Fine, so let us do that. Okay, so adding equation number 1 and 3, adding equations 1 and 3, we get, so we have to add left hand sides as well as right hand sides. Okay, so first we'll add these sides, right hand sides. So RA plus RB, this is your equation number 1, and to that we are going to add equation number 3, that is RA plus RC, right? RA plus RC is equals to, now let us add these sides, that is left hand sides. Okay, let's add these sides of equation number 1 and 3. So R1 R2 plus R2 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3, that will be added with R1 R1 R2 plus R1 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3, isn't it? So this equation results to 2 times RA plus RB plus RC is equals to, let us say as it is, we are not going to modify the right hand side. Now in this above equation, from this above equation we are going to subtract equation number 2 so that we can cancel out these two terms. Okay, so we must get only RA term. Is it fine? Okay, so subtracting equation number 2 from above equation, subtracting equation 2 from above equation. Is it fine? So 2 times RA plus RB plus RC minus of RB plus RC. Okay, so right hand sides are, so we are going to perform the same operation, R1 R2 plus R2 R3. Now as the denominators are same, so let us add directly above terms. And subtracting equation number 2, that is R1 R3 plus R2 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay, so on the left hand side these are going to get cancelled out. Okay, so only twice RA will be remaining term. Is that fine? Okay, so R1 plus R2, it is of 2 times, right? So let us add it. So 2 times R1 plus R2, R1 into R2, sorry, 2 times R1 R2 plus remaining terms are R2 R3 plus R1 R3. Okay, and this is also subtracting from that, minus R1 R3 minus R2 R3, and whole denominator is common, so let us write it commonly. Okay, so which terms we can cancel out? This R1 R3 is cancelled with this R1 R3. This R2 R3 will be cancelled with this R2 R3. Is that fine? So twice of RA is equals to 2 times of R1 R2 divided by the denominator R1 plus R2 plus R3. Right? So we can cancel out 2 on both sides. So therefore, equation for RA in terms of R1 R2 R3 is R1 multiplied with R2 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay, so this is a required answer. Let us say this is equation number 4. Now these two above similar steps have to be repeated in order to find out RB and RC. Okay, so to find out RB and RC, now let us find out the equation for RB. Okay, so for that purpose, add equations, adding equation number 1 and 2 we get. So let us add equation number 1 and 2. RA plus RB plus RB plus RC is equals to R1 R2 plus R2 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3, that added with equation number 2's left hand side, that is R1 R3 plus R2 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay, let us first rearrange it. Okay, so RB will be getting added, so twice of RB plus RA plus RC is equals to, now these R2 R3 are same. Okay, so they are repeated, so let us add them. So 2 R2 R3 plus R1 R2 plus R1 R3, their denominators are same, so we can add it, we can subtract it. Okay, so no problem. Fine. Now let us subtract. Now we are interested to find out what? RB, and RA and RC are the extra terms, right? So if I am going to subtract equation number 3 from this above equation, then I can cancel out RA and RC and I can get only the terms RB. Okay, so that we can find out the equation for RB. So let us do that. Subtracting equation 3 from above equation. Okay, so let us do that. Twice of RB plus RA RC, RA plus RC subtracted from RA plus RC, the bracket, is equals to twice of R2 R3 plus R1 R2 plus R1 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3, that subtracted R1 R2 plus R1 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay, so can I cancel out R1 R2 with this R1 R2 and R1 R3 with this R1 R3 because their denominators are same, so we can subtract these terms, right? So therefore twice RB is equals to twice of R2 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. We can cancel out 2. Therefore, RB is equals to R2 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Is that fine? So this is again a required answer. Okay, let us mark this as equation number 5. Great. Now, in order to find out RC, what we need to do? We need to add equation number 2 and 3 and then subtract 1 from that resulted equation. We will be getting RC. So let us do that. Now let us do it in a single step. Adding equation number 2 and 3 and subtracting 1 from it. Okay, so let us add first. RB plus RC plus RA plus RC is equals to R1 R3 plus R2 R3. As their denominators are same, I am going to write it directly. Okay, so I am not going to write the denominator separate. Okay, so RC is going to become twice plus RB plus RA is equals to, now this is repeated, so twice of R1 R3 plus R2 R3 plus R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Right? Now let us subtract the number 1 from it. Twice RC plus RB RA minus RA plus RB is equals to 2 times R1 R3 plus R2 R3 plus R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3 subtracted with R1 R2 plus R2 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay, so which terms I can cancel out? This R1 R2 is cancelled with this R1 R2 and this R2 R3 is cancelled with this one because their denominators are same. Okay, this RA is cancelled with this one and this RB is cancelled with this one. Therefore, twice RC is equals to 2 times of R1 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay, so we can cancel out these 2 and these 2. Therefore, equation for RC is nothing but R1 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Mark this as equation number 6. I hope this is very easy derivation, isn't it? Okay. Now pay attention over here, my dear student friends. Okay. Now pay attention over here. A very simple trick to remember this equation is, you just consider this one, okay, and this terminal. So consider A terminal and A terminal. Okay, because right now let us say we are interested to obtain a simplest way to find out Ra is consider this terminal A and this terminal A. So remember that the resistance connected to terminal A will be get multiplied, and the total resistance, that is R1, R2 and R3, they will be divided with their additions. Okay, so see the formula. Ra is there, multiplication of R1, R2 because they are connected to the terminal A, divided with the total resistance, that is R1 plus R2 plus R3. Are you getting it? So I hope you understood how to find out Ra by simply looking with the circuit diagram of delta. Okay, so remember that this terminal and this terminal you have to consider because you are interested to find out this resistor. Okay, so this resistor and this resistor of delta must be multiplied together, divided with the addition of all these resistors. Okay, so similarly, how we can find out RB equation? That can be considered with, so this is B point, consider this B point, you just multiply by the resistor which are connected to the B point, so R2 will be multiplied with the R3 of delta, and then the addition of all the resistance will be into the denominator. Okay, so let us check out whether that for equation we have got it or not. Okay, so this is the equation for RB. How to find out RB? RB is R2 into R3, right? R2 into R3. Are you getting it? RB we can write R2 into R3, okay, divided by total resistance R1 plus R2 plus R3, isn't it? In a similar fashion, how we can find out RC? So RC we can find out, consider the C points, okay, and the resistors that are there which are connected to C point in the delta network, those will be getting multiplied into the numerator, and the total resistance addition will be there in the denominator. Okay, so check out this R1 into R3. So R1 multiplied with R3 divided by total resistance R1 plus R2 plus R3. Are you getting it? So likewise, you just remember, you just don't mug up the formula, you just remember the technique to find out the resistor. One more easy way I will show to you. Okay, so let us draw a delta network. Okay, so let us say this is a delta network. Let us mark A, this was B, and this is C, right? Here R1 is there, R2 is there, and R3 is there. Okay, so let us draw star network inside this delta network. So this is the simplest way to find out the RA, RB and RC. So let us say this is RA, this is RB, and this is RC. If you are interested to find out this RA, you just consider this resistor is connected to which point of delta network. Okay, and to that point of delta network, you just find out which two resistors are connected. So you have to take its multiplication. So RA can be found out as the resistance which are connected to a point of delta network has to be multiplied. So R1, R2 divided by total resistance of the delta network, that is R1 plus R2 plus R3. Is it fine? Then how to find out RB? In a similar fashion, this is the RB. Okay, now consider at which point it is connected. It is connected to B, right? And to B point, which two resistors are connected from delta network? It is R2 and R3. So these two resistors will be getting multiplied and they will be written into the numerator. So R2 into R3, and what will be the denominator? It will be same again, R1 plus R2 plus R3. Right? How to write RC then? I hope you are getting how to write RC. You can easily write RC. So simply you are finding out this resistor. This resistor is connected to this point, and to this point these two resistors from delta network are connected. So their multiplication we are going to take divided by total resistance of the delta network, R1 plus R2 plus R3. Is it fine? So you just remember this simplest trick. Okay, thank you. Now let us see one more example to convert from delta to star. Okay, so suppose this is a given delta network and you have been asked to convert it into star. Okay, let us say this is a 1K, this is a 2K, and this is of 3 kilo ohm. Is that fine? Okay, now what is your first step? Your first step, you have to draw the star network inside this network. Okay, so inside this delta network you are going to draw a star network. Say this is RA, this is RB, and this one is RC, right? Okay, now what is the formula to calculate RA? Simply multiplication of these two divided by addition of all. So 1 kilo ohm multiplied by 2 kilo ohm divided by addition is what? 1 plus 1K plus 2 kilo ohm plus 3 kilo ohm. Okay, so kilo means 10 raised to the power 3, 10 raised to the power 3. Okay, so 1 into 10 raised to 3 plus, sorry, it's multiplied 2 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 1 into 10 raised to 3 plus 2 into 10 raised to 3 plus 3 into 10 raised to 3. Don't forget multiplying with 10 raised to 3. Okay, otherwise you will be calculating wrong values. Is that fine? Okay, so 1 into 2 is 2 into, so as there are 10 raised to the powers, their powers are going to get added, right? So 10 raised to 6, right? 1 plus 2 plus 3, it is coming as 6, and their powers will be as it is, okay, into 10 raised to 3, right? So remember this. Okay, so you have to remember the addition of all the resistance, that is coming as 6K. Is that fine? So 2 divided by 6, and then whenever this power is going to get into the numerator, it is going to get subtracted from the numerator's power, right? So 1/3 into 10 raised to minus 3, sorry, 10 raised to plus 3, right? That is coming as, so let us compute 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is coming as 0.33, right? 1 divided by 3 will come as 0.33. Okay, so if you are going to shift, or if you are going to press E and G, it will be shifted by 3 digits. Okay, so 1 by 3 is coming as 0.333, okay, into 10 raised to the power 3. Okay, now if I am going to press E and G, okay, then I will be getting 333.3 into 10 raised to minus 3 into 10 raised to plus 3. So they are going to get cancelled out. Okay, so we are going to get 333.3 ohm as the value of Ra. Hope you got it. Let us find out RB now. Okay, so how to find out RB? RB is nothing but multiplication of 2K and 3K, okay, and divided by its addition. So 2 into 10 raised to 3 multiplied with 3 into 10 raised to 3 divided by, now remember this addition was resulted as 6 into 10 raised to 3, right? So 6 into 10 raised to 3. 2 3s are 6 multiplied with 10 raised to power 6 divided by 6 into 10 raised to 3. Okay, so 6 it is coming as 1. So 1, and if I am going to take this to the numerator, then it is going to become 10 raised to 6 minus 3. It is going to become 3, 10 raised to 3. So 1 into 10 raised to 3 ohms. Okay, that is nothing but 1000 ohm, or you can also write it as 1 kilo ohm, because 10 raised to 3 is nothing but kilo. Okay, so RB is coming as 1 kilo ohm or 1000 ohm. Now last we'll find out RC. How to find out RC? So in order to find out RC, which two resistors are connected to this point? This one and this one. So 1K into 3K divided by 6K. Okay, so 1 into 3 is 3 multiplied by 10 raised to 6 divided by 6 into 10 raised to 3. So it is coming as 1 by 2 into 10 raised to 3. Okay, I'm not going to write it now, this one. Okay, so I'll be skipping that step. 1 by 2 is 0.5 into 10 raised to 3. That means it will be coming as 500 ohms. Is that fine? So these are the three terms that we have calculated. Okay, and then last thing is what? You have to draw the star network. If you are not going to draw a star network, then you may lose the marks. Okay, so RA is coming as 333.3 ohms. RB is coming as 1000 ohm. This is RB, right? And RC is coming as 500 ohms. Is it fine?